going on out there in the land of the unfree America? How's everybody doing tonight? I know it's a little late. I'm gonna go without glasses here for a minute. I know it's a little bit late, but I wanted to get an update out for you guys as quick as I could. And I know that if I go live in vertical, that it'll build a pretty big group of people here. So let me make sure I've got my mic on. Do we have anybody? Charlie is completely starved of attention. So I wanted to give a quick update on, because I'm in my car and I don't have a really good setup here. I still want to give an update here on what's going on. There we go. That'll work a little bit. There we go. Right on. Okay, now I can see you guys. What is going on out there? How is everybody? So I wanted to give you guys a trial update of what's happened the last 3 days. So I'm in Clark County, Nevada, Las Vegas, at the Lloyd D. George Federal Building, and this is day 3 of my federal trial, where I'm suing Brendan Bork, Jesse Sandoval, Sorensen, Dingle, Doolittle, and Sergeant Torrey. I'm suing those 6 cops. If I could do it again, I wouldn't have sued the cops for failing to intervene, because all they've done is add another layer of their lies, because they go on the stand and they lie. But a couple things have happened over the last 24 hours. So the cops get up there and they pretty much just stick to their story, the blue wall of silence, how they're all good cops and no one did anything wrong and they didn't see any excessive force, and what Sandoval was doing to me was perfectly legitimate, which is, it's within company policy, the same old bullshit song and dance. And I really felt rough after yesterday, to be honest. I felt rough. Team DLZ, put it in the chat. Put Team DLZ in the chat. Have it roll through real quick, everybody. Where are you watching from right now? Put where you're watching from in the chat. What's going on, Playboy? I can't really see anything. Striker, how you doing? I'm tired. I've been up since 6 o'clock in the morning, and now it's 9 o'clock, I think, 8:30 here in Las Vegas, so I'm pretty tired. Team DLZ rolling through the chat. So let me tell you something. I'll just jump to the good stuff, because I don't know how long I can stay on here. I'm really tired. But I got to testify today, and I want to temper any sorts of exuberance or excitement, because the simple fact is, the most of the time you lose a district court. So I'm not going to blow my head up here. However, today's testimony my testimony today is fire. When people see the transcripts of the testimony that was had today, you won't be able to say that I didn't clearly articulate my position and our side very clearly. And now I'm on the stand and I have the defense counsel for the cops, who's done 40-something federal civil trials. This guy's coming at me with everything he's got, going from frauditor to looking up old videos of mine and seeing what I said on the videos and playing little snippets for the audio, for the jury, and saying, oh, is this how you feel about police? And then I have to slow him down, because what that defense counsel wants to do is he wants to get me flustered. He wants to get me so that I am frustrated with what he's saying, and I'm just not going to do it. You're not going to get me frustrated. Team DLZ, what's up? Put it in the chat. Team DLZ, put it in the mother trucking chat. Charlie. So that's what's happening right now. And then earlier I did an update and I said that the judge had kind of screwed us on a motion in limine, but I wasn't 100% right about it. And I'll tell you why. I went to the judge and asked him, I said, explain to me how you partially approved the motion and partially denied the motion. And he said, well, your trial against Brendan Bork and against Jesse Sandoval for wrongful arrest and excessive force, those are based on probable cause and the excessive force at the scene. If we were to tell the jury that your case had already been tried and then your case was overturned on appeal on First Amendment grounds, and that would determine to the jury whether or not there was probable cause, because your case has been overturned on appeal. So essentially, he said to me that your case has already been overturned on appeal, there was no probable cause, but we're not going to tell the jury that. We're going to let them judge on just the merits of the video and the testimony at trial. And so today I had to sit there and they're sitting there arguing with me back and forth about how many feet I was away from the car and whether there was probable cause to arrest me or not. I'm looking at the defense counsel saying, you know, there was no. Are we back? Are we back? I'm sorry about that. It just blinked out on me. It just blinked out on me. So I can't remember where I was because my computer just shut down all of a sudden. So now we're back again. But, oh shit. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. Sorry about that. There we go. There we go. Can you hear me better now? You should be able to hear me like 10,000 times better. Could you hear me at all before? Because I didn't have my microphone plugged in. I was talking to, it wasn't there. Sorry about that. So hopefully you guys can hear me a lot better now. So let me tell you where I was. So today, both Sorensen and Dingle, the cops' names are Doolittle, Dingle, Sorensen, Sandoval, Bork, and Tory. And so when I got on the stand today to testify, the cop plays like a little snippet of one of my videos where I explain what my modus operandi is when I film police. And he plays like this 30-second, maybe 45-second clip. And as soon as the defense attorney is done playing the clip, I hear myself out loud just go, thank you. And that's what I said right into the microphone, just like I'm talking to this one here right now. Thank you. And he said, you're welcome. I said, you got it. I go and I stand about 14 or 15 feet away from cops, and then I wait for them to say something to me before I respond to them. You just nailed it for me. And so it's like, then he tried to go down the road that I'm a frauditor. He started saying frauditor this, frauditor that, and I was like, that's ridiculous. He didn't stay on that line of questioning for very long. And then, so then tomorrow, I'll be back on the stand tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. So, and he'll come stronger tomorrow because now he's seen that he's not going to rattle me, because he tried to rattle me a couple times. I got to drink some water here, and my tripod is not hooked up, so hold on. He tried to rattle me a couple times today. At one point, I invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent because I thought he was trying to incriminate me in a crime. You know, I was like, I invoked the Fifth. I'm not going to say that. You know, but it was pretty intense. It was pretty hardcore. For like the hour before I went on the stand, they were questioning this guy named Sorensen and going over his body camera. But for that almost full 30 minutes or so, I really kind of checked out in my head, and I just sat there and thought about that I'm going to keep my cool. Thanks, Jennifer. Aw, thanks, Jennifer. I know who that is. Thanks for the super chat, Jen. I appreciate that. First super chat of the night. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? Thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate you. God bless you. So, yeah, it was the jousting that I'm going to be doing tomorrow with this defenseman. His name's Anderson. He's going to come at me pretty hard tomorrow. He came at me pretty hard today, trying to dissect me. I'm a constitutional law scholar, and we had a back and forth that you will have to read the transcripts, because he says to me, I think how do you say you're a constitutional law scholar? And you know what I did? I started breaking out case law and explaining how we get to Terry versus Ohio from Carroll versus United States, 1925, going into Brinegar, going into Kerr, going into Terry, and just explaining the steps of it. And then he objects to something, and then he says, I said, if you want to sit here and voir dire me of whether or not I'm a constitutional law scholar or not, bring it. And he said something, and I said, I will. It was this really like super, like, it was like something out of a TV show. It was because he was asking questions and I was answering them, but it was almost like a scripted bang, bang, bing, bang, bing. You know, it's just two guys, because I'm sharp as a tech right now. Like, I'm like tuned in to what is going on around me. You know, I'm acutely aware of what people are saying. The cops are getting on the stand and lying. They're sitting there lying. I'm watching it happen. So when I took the stand today, I said, they're lying. That cop is sitting here lying. I just said this. I said the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And it was gold. It was gold. It was really good stuff. As far as like, if you were writing a movie or a TV show, this would be really good stuff. It was a hardcore back and forth with that attorney versus me, or I guess me versus the attorney. Because, and by the way, the cop, they get up there, and they're playing back the clip of Brendan Bork right before he arrests me, when I say, "Go get in your car, little doggy, and do your job." And you see his face turn red and him get mad and start charging at me. And he pauses it, and my lawyer says, "What's going on there?" I look at the jury and I say, "You're seeing a triggered copper. That copper right there is triggered. You don't have to be a psychologist or a doctor. You know the memes of where people are triggered and the words triggers under their face? You could put him on a meme right now and call him triggered." That's what I said. That was my answer to the question. That's what I said. And then the defense counsel for Bork says, "Well, didn't he tell you that it was okay if you were filming?" And I said, "He doesn't have the right to tell me it's okay if I film. My rights don't come from him. They come from God. And this Constitution and this government recognizes my natural God-given rights. He doesn't give me anything." It was gold. It was the truth. It was the truth. You know, because sometimes you're firing on all cylinders and sometimes you're not. I was trying to do, he's trying to rope a dope to the idea that there was probable cause to detain me. And no, that's what he's trying to do now. But no, the cop always has the right to do a Terry stop. You can't, if a cop comes out and touch you, he can Terry stop you and say, "I was reasonably articulately afraid for my life." But this wasn't a reasonable Terry stop. I'm backing away and leaving. And he decided to attack me, is what he did. I can't see any of the names. But hey, Jennifer, thanks for the super chat. God bless. That's great. You're awesome. I appreciate that. Keep it rocking, kid. Keep it rocking over there on the East Coast. I hope you're not snowed in anymore, Jen. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll put my glasses on and I'll take a few questions, but then I got to go to bed. I've been awake for too long and I'm tired. But there we go. Now I can see you guys. What is going on? I see you, USA Incorporated. What's up, Mad Hatter? Love you, buddy. Kyle Tucker, what's going on? Shanae, what is going on? Put your name in the chat, Playboy. Put Team DLZ in the chat. Let me say your name out loud. Let me say it. What's going on, Playboy? What is going on? Juanito23 is in the chat. What's up? BS Unleashed with the Team DLZ. Love you too, Nick Tate. What's going on, Playboy? Timmy's in the chat. What's going on? Sally Stanley. What? KT Rancho. Relaxo. Jennifer Barr. What is going on? I see you right there. I see you, Real. I see you, my friend. You go. The one cloudless. What's going on, Playboy? What's going on with the Playboy? Sleepy Watch. Thanks for the super chat. God bless you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Eyes on Margate. Love seeing you. Good to see everybody. What's up? What is up? That's great, man. Love you too. Danelle Brown is in the chat. Love you, Danelle. 123. What's up, Playboy? CEO of my time. Bob Smith. What is going on? Good to see everybody. Listen, I know I'm not super energetic right now, and we're not watching some cop videos, or I'm not out auditing cops right now. I'm just sitting here blabbing into a camera, but I haven't been able to. Chevy's in the motherfucking chat. What's up, Playboy? Chevy's in the chat, y'all. Foreign Kate is in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you, that. Appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just beat. I've been awake too long. I did a video earlier. And Charlie is like so neglected. Charlie, are you so neglected? Charlie, are you so neglected? Charlie, are you so neglected? Are you so neglected? Yes. All right. I can't stay all night. Butch the Original, love you, man. Good to see everybody. David Stryker, always good to see you. Sally Stanley, always. Jeff, nice, man. Lounge, I'm going to stay the course. I'll check back with you guys tomorrow. Follow me on the gram. You guys follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Delete Lawz on Instagram. Everybody here, as soon as we USA, thank you, Incorporated. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I won't, Daryl. Follow me on Instagram. Same username, Delete Lawz. Follow me on Instagram. I got to get out of here. I'll see you on the next one. Chevy, love you, buddy. Rancho, KT, love you guys. BS Unleashed, Danelle Brown. All my friends are coming over tonight. See you tomorrow. Later, Gators.